The Great Fire of London. The Great Fire of London was a tragic event that happened in London in 1666. This incident occurred during the reign of King Charles II. Major cities of London were inflamed. The fire started on Sunday, 2nd of September 1666 to Thursday, 6th of September 1666. Word have it that the fire emerged from a bakery in Porden Lane shortly after midnight on Sunday. Families were trapped in this bakery, but they managed to escape by getting out of the building through the window to the house next door. Everyone managed to escape except a maidservant who was frightened to jump through the window. She was the first victim of this fire. At the time in London, most of the houses and buildings were built with wood. Most of this wood were dried, which enhanced the spread of the fire so fast. A lot of effort and firefighting techniques were used to stop this fire, but none succeeded. They thought of creating a fire break by removing structures in the fire path so there will be nothing for the fire to burn when they get to these areas. This thought was deliberated upon, but actions were delayed due to the indecisiveness of the mayor, Sir Thomas Bloodworth. A man called Samuel Pepys wrote in his diary that he reported the incident to the king and the Duke of York. He made it known to King Charles that houses need to be pulled down to stop the fire spread. The king then commanded him to the mayor to spare no house and put down anything in the fire path. Despite these orders from the king, the mayor was still so skeptical because most of these houses were occupied by tenants who could not give consent to the demolition of this house. By the time actions were taken, it was quite late as the fire turned into a firestorm, spreading across every corner of the city. The fire spread to the north of London, reaching the house of bankers where monies were kept in Lombard Street. They had to rescue the stack of gold coin before melting. The fire spread further, reaching St. Paul's Cathedral as well as River Fleet, which threatened King Charles Court at Whitehall Palace. This fire incident created fear and disorderliness in the citizens of London. Rumors spread of suspicious foreigners setting the fire due to the Second Anglo-Dutch War between England and other countries. This passed. With a lot of effort, they were able to put out the fire with the aid of strong wind drop in the east and with the use of gunpowder. The gunpowder were used to create fire break, hindering the spread of the fire to the east of London. This incident created a social and economic disaster in London. There was no actual recorded death, but records have it that the death was so minimal, even though historians find it hard to believe that. 13,200 to 13,500 houses were destroyed in this fire. 86 to 87 churches destroyed as well. 44 company halls, House of Custom, St. Paul's Cathedral, and the Royal Exchange were all affected. Monetary loss were estimated to around 9 to 10 million pounds, equivalent to 2.13 billion euros in 2023. Lost books were valued at 150,000 euros. The fire destroyed approximately 15% of the city housing. Following the disaster, an act was passed to rebuild London. This act was called the Rebuilding of London Act, 1666. The act banned the building of houses with wood. Instead, bricks should be used. Most of the houses were rebuilt and completed in 1671. 51 new churches were rebuilt as well as other structures. And that was how London overcame the great disaster. For more videos, subscribe, like, follow, and share.